Are you worried about the future of the U.S. economy? With so much uncertainty in the air, it's natural to fret about the security of your retirement savings. But there's one asset that stands the test of time: gold. For centuries, gold has been a hedge against market volatility and economic instability. With a gold IRA from Noble Gold Investments, you can harness the power of precious metals to protect your financial future. By rolling over your existing IRA or 401k into a self directed gold IRA, you can enjoy the potential for long-term growth and stability. Diversify your portfolio with a tangible asset that has real value. Setting up your gold IRA has never been easier with the Noble Gold Investment streamlined process and expert guidance. This election year, don't let election volatility and uncertainty keep you up at night. Vote for the timeless safety of gold and silver in 2024. Noble Gold Investments will give you a 10 1-ounce silver Trump coin or 10-ounce silver American flag bar if you open a qualified account. Go to noblegoldinvestments.com right now. That is noblegoldinvestments.gov. What's going on, everybody? Jericho Green here with you once again. Make sure you hit the link to the Teespring, gets you some merch, and also give me a follow on X. We've gone over 3,000 followers on there. I appreciate it. But let's move on to 5,000, shall we? Guys, I still can't believe it. It's still shocking. It's still flabbergasting. Is that a word? It definitely still leaves me flabbergasted that there was an assassination attempt on a former president's life. And if Trump did not turn his head at the last second, he would be dead. No question. That bullet would have gone through the side of his head and Trump would be no more. And who knows what state this country would be in, having another president assassinated in front of the world. This would have been live 1080p, 4K, whatever the fuck you want to call it, in front of the world. They would have ran it over and over and over again. It would have been on every single social media platform. And what state would we be in now? What would America look like right now had God not been there, luck not been there, whatever you want to call it? Check Trump's ass for a rabbit's foot, because that's a lucky son bitch. But had he not turned his head at the exact second that he did, he'd be dead right now. We would have watched his body fall lifeless on that fucking stage. But there's some things that we found out since then and some questions. You know, I'm a regular American just like you, and there are some questions. How the fuck did these things happen? I'm sure every leader around the world, whether they be duly elected or a dictator or whatever, they have a security detail. In America, we call it the Secret Service. I don't know what they call it in other countries because I don't live there. But in America, they call it the Secret Service. They are the best of the best at protecting their, I don't want to say their target, but their asset, their client, their dignitary. They are the best in the world. They got the best training, the best weapons. We've seen movies about them. Secret Service is the shit. You can't sneeze around the president without somebody with a little squiggly earpiece coming up to you and sticking a gun in your face. But apparently you can. What was that? Was it The Fugitive where Tommy Lee Jones said if he sneezes? No. Oh, yeah, no. That was Kill Bill. If he sneezes, I want to feel the mist. That's the Secret Service. Nothing happens within their line of sight without them knowing about it. And if you look suspicious, detain that person. Get him out of here. They could pose a threat. Or so it's thought. So I'm going to start with this video of the director of the Secret Service, PEI, excuse me, a woman as the leader of the Secret Service? Okay. But I'm going to start with a video of her. She was being interviewed on ABC News, and they asked her, why was there somebody on a roof so close to the president? And you'll see she's in a little box on the bottom, and then the video behind it is of a cow. A cow, yes, moo, milk, cheese. One of those, a big ass cow walking on a sloped roof with no problems.
The roof have been secure, period.
That building in particular has a sloped roof at its highest point. And so, there's a safety factor that would be considered there, that we wouldn't want to put somebody up on a sloped roof. And so, the decision was made to secure the building from inside.
I'm sorry, what, you jackass? I mean, I guess since we have a cow there, we might as well have another member of the Barnyard family, a jackass. Hee-haw! She said the roof had a slope, so we didn't want anybody to get hurt, so we decided to secure the building from the inside. So you guys are in there having coffee, eating Danishes, and a fucking sniper's climbing the roof of the building you're in. You didn't want anybody to get hurt. Why don't you give them a pair of non-slip shoes? Put a fucking harness on them. We used to call them ball busters in the Navy. You put your feet through these hoops, these little loops, and it would go like up in your crotch, and you were attached to this thing that was almost like a railing system where you were working, and you would clip yourself onto that. So in case you got all, you wouldn't fall to your death. Why didn't you do something like that on that building? Because it was 150 yards away from a former president who's running again. You heard it from that jackass's mouth, not a horse, a jackass. One more time, Miss Jackass.
That roof have been secure, period.
That building in particular has a sloped roof at its highest point. And so, there's a safety factor that would be considered there, that we wouldn't want to put somebody up on a sloped roof. And so, the decision was made to secure the building from inside.
From inside. So there's a building with a clear line of sight to a former president of the United States of America, and you didn't want to put anybody up there because you didn't want him to get hurt. Oh, you poor widow sniper. Huh? Did you give him a juice box and some fruit roll-ups and let him suck on your titty until they passed out? Are you the head of Secret Service? Or are you the Secret Service teen mom, where you make little cookies with each agent's name on it and frosting? Which one are you? Because if you're the head of Secret Service, if you are number one in line to keep former presidents and current presidents safe, I don't give a damn what you got to do. I don't care if you got to put those damn plunger sucker things on your foot and all the way up on the roof. I don't give a damn what you have to do. Do it. Get a sniper up there and make sure you're looking around in any other places where a danger could be. Did they do that? This fool, there's footage of this fool, this 20-year-old maniac walking around that building an hour before Trump went on stage with a rangefinder and a backpack. All that was missing was that dude wearing a sandwich board that says, "I'm about to shoot somebody." That's all that was missing, is him saying, "Hey, I'm going to shoot somebody." Secret Service. The Secret Service. An hour before, this fool was walking around with a rangefinder. You know what a rangefinder is for? It's to find the range of your target before you shoot it. A rangefinder is not used for anything else. It's to find the range of the distance from you to your target. A backpack and a rangefinder. And now, because of course they find out who this psycho is, they're going to go to his house and all this kind of shit. They have his phone. Check this out. Are you guys sitting down? Because I don't want you guys to, all the blood to rush into your head when I tell you this and you pass out or whatever. But they have this dude's phone and the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and all the other acronyms out there, all the other alphabet groups, NSA, CIA, they can't crack this dude's phone because of encryption. So let me see if I can see if my tinfoil hat still fits. So how does a 20-year-old with no military experience, how does he get encryption on his cell phone that the federal government can't crack? One of two things have to be happening here. Either they're lying or this guy is backed up by some government entity, whether it be ours or some other one, whether it be foreign or domestic. How does a 20-year-old dork get his hands on encryption so good that the federal government can't get through it? Is it like you have 3 chances to get into this phone or it's going to be locked permanently? Do they not have his corpse to put his thumbprint on it to open it? How in the fuck does the FBI not have the ability to crack a 20-year-old doofus's phone? After the attempted shooting that came this fucking close to ending Trump's life and throwing us into turmoil we aren't even prepared to deal with yet, after the shots rang out, it took 2 minutes to get Trump off the stage. 2 minutes, Jericho. That ain't that damn long. 2 minutes is an eternity. 2 minutes is an eternity. When you're done here, set your timer for 2 minutes and sit there. See how long that feels. Then, this is even worse. Then, the 2 minutes passed to get Trump off stage. And then once they got him to the Beast, you know, that big ass limo that's has all kinds of armament on it and can stop an RPG through the window and all this shit. Once they got him into the Beast, it took another 2 minutes to get the Beast out of there. 4 minutes. You get me and a couple buddies that I can handpick, and I guarantee you we would have got Trump off of that stage in under 2 minutes. How? Get around him in a group. Wait, first of all, get a bunch of male Secret Service who are tall enough to block his body and get him the fuck out of there. And as you can see right here, shout out to Officer Tatum, Officer B. Tatum. Look at this. That's what it looked like through his scope before he turned his head and after. Right in the side of the head. Grazed his ear. That's the difference. If he took another millisecond like this pose right here, it's a wrap. Took him 2 minutes to get him off stage and another 2 minutes to get that fucking vehicle out of there. If you go to the Secret Service headquarters and you open the door, you're going to hear. You close the door? What the fuck was that? Open the door again. You close it. Why is it playing that Keystone Cop music? Let me hear it one more time. Huh. It's weird. Some weird shit. 2 minutes to get him off stage. 2 minutes, another 2 minutes to get the Beast out of there. This fool's walking around an hour before with a fucking rangefinder and a backpack. The head of Secret Service is some woman. I don't even know if she ever served in the Secret Service. She shouldn't. Women should not be in the Secret Service. Unless we start having 5'4" presidents, a woman should not be in the Secret Service. They are not cut out for that. They're not big enough for that. That is a man's job. Period. It is a man's job to protect, whether it be the president, whether it be a business, a bank, your family. That's a man's job. What, James Brown? This is a man's world. Well, Secret Service didn't get that memo, and they turned out to be a bunch of bumbling fools. And it starts at the top, right, with management, but she says she's not stepping down. She will not step down. She'll blame the local PD. She'll blame the snipers that they provided, but she will not take responsibility and step the fuck down because you had one job to do. And if it weren't for the most luck in human history, Trump would be dead. Trump was so lucky that there were leprechauns looking at that footage saying, "Oh, you look at that. Oh, you look at that, laddie." You know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link, hit that Teespring link, get some merch, give me a follow on X at @green_Jericho. I'm Jericho Green, man. I'm the fuck out.